Now, the Waffen-Tug E100, and yes, I have a mark of excellence on it, and yes, there's 60 rounds of high explosive on it with the 155. I usually run the 125, the 12.5 centimeter on it, but I was helping one of my friends do a YouTube video for a brand new channel they're starting. That's why the high explosive was on there. The AMX Chaffee, I had this tank ever since it was a tier 6 that could meet tier 10s. This is how we got tier 4s into tier 10 matches. This is how we did weird stuff and fun stuff, which we can't do anymore because the matchmaking, light tank matchmaking, the platoon system, all of that has taken away fun. So that's basically why I drove this tank. The only reason I drove this tank before was to do like weird and wacky stuff, to get a tier 4 into a tier 10 match. Weird stuff. Played this tank while my friends were playing tier 10s. It's fun. This tank was fun. 1357. I like this tank. Tier 7. Auto loading. 8 shots. Fast. Fun. Interesting. AMX 58. When I uploaded this video, there was some people like, why you say this tank was a bad tank? Well, let's depict, I never said it was a bad tank. Okay, never said it was a bad tank. I said the AMX 1390, which was a tier 8 before the premium, before the light tank update, was a lot better than this tank. But anyway, but I do drive this tank. Between the Vanguard and the AMX 58, the AMX 58, I drive this more often than the Vanguard. I do like the Vanguard though. The 13105, one of my favorite tier 10 light tanks. I have a mark of excellence. I have done amazing, wonderful games in this tank. And for this tank to be AMX 58, it don't have the speed. It's got a 3 round autoloader. I think it has more rounds. Yeah, it has more rounds. I know it's a tier 8, but I don't know. You could have put the same gun on it, but doubled the reload. I would have been happy. I just like the clip time. This is the 13105. The Vanguard, did a tank review on it. Loved it. You could hide like in a bush right in front of people. They can be like 1 square away from you and you will never be spotted, but you could spot all of them right in front of you. AMX CDC. This was my first tank I have ever earned at World of Tanks. When it first came out. I got this tank when it first came out. I spent an entire vacation. We went to the beach and I took my PlayStation 4 to the beach. And I spent my entire vacation there playing this game on that horrible internet, trying to win this tank. This is one of my most played tanks in the game. I also got a mark of excellence on it. AMX M51 Super Sherman. Got a mark of excellence on it. One of my favorite tier 8 mediums by far. Got a big gun, really good sniping. The AMX 30B, I like the tank. It's got a big cupola slash cupola. That's the word. Cupola. I know I'm gonna get hate comments for saying both ways, but hey, I don't care. Cupola, whatever. And Southern. Blame it on my accent. I don't know. But anyway, I like this tank. It's got a fast reload, but not as fast as the MX-48. The Patton. I like the tank. It's got a big cupola, or whatever. Batchat 25T. Wish I had the big gun on this thing. I want the big gun. I like this thing. I just want the big gun. Nomad. Do I have a mark of excellence on you? I do not. I bought this thing. Had a lot of fun in it. I always do when I drive it. It's a pretty good tank. Liberté. Do I have a mark of excellence on you? I do not. This is one of my brand new premium heavy tanks. I won this for a war chest. I've been loving it ever since. AMX, HMX, AMX, M4, 49. Love this tank. When I first I fought against it in battle. Couldn't pin it. Just couldn't do nothing. The AMX M454. Really like this tank. It's got a big gun. Punches through tanks. Pretty easy. The FCM 36 Pack 40. Little tier 3 tank destroyer that has 400 meters of view range. 400 for a tier 3. That's tier 9 and tier 10 levels. Just think about that. This tank, 400 meters of view range at tier 3. That's tier 9, tier 10 spotting. Also, the tank can one shot or two shot anything it beats. So it's kind of fast reload. So think about that. But the drawback to the tank is its flow. It's got a horrible engine. 6.55 horsepower per ton, and horsepower in the tank is 91. My car has doubled that. Audience. Bought this tank because I really liked it. I still do. I hadn't driven it since the 1+-1 matchmaking has came into effect. I kind of want to drive it again. Flash 155. I use the 120 on it. Really like the 120. I hated this tank when it had the 155. As soon as they put the 120 on it, loved it. Leffe Artillery. Really fun artillery at tier 5. You go at high explosive heat rounds and armor piercing. Gun armor, gun link drive. It's really good armor for his tier. For any artillery. And survives a couple hits. My brand new artillery, which is the Batchat 155-55. First, I do not like it. I played 2 matches into it, and I couldn't hit a single thing. So, yeah. That's my opinion of the 58. I don't have it upgraded. It's still stocked, so that's probably why. Tier 3, T127. Really like this tank. Especially when it first came out. It's tier 3 that plays tier 4. Super good armor. And it just bounces everything. Raised an ollie. A free tank I got. I don't remember how I got it, but it was a free tank I got. I just never sold it. BTSV, the Bug. It's a fun tank to drive. You get a lot of ricochets in this tank. It's pretty fun and you flip a lot. The Fodder Frost. I got this during the Christmas event. Never played a single game in it. M3 Light, got this for a war chest. Played 1 match into it, and I can't really say anything else. BT7 Artillery, got this from a war chest. Never played a single match in it. Valentine 2, a tier 4 that only placed the tier 4. So yeah, think about that. Tier 4 that only plays tier 4, can't penetrate its own self, and penetration sucks. It has really good armor for a tier 4 light tank. T50-2, why would you not have this tank in your garage? You'd be crazy of not having this tank in your garage. As soon as this tank came for sale, I bought it so fast. LT432, bought this for a tank review. I do like the tank. I just gotta play it more often. T100 LT, really fun light tank. You drive around the middle with the enemy base. They can't hit you. If they hit you, they gotta pin you. It's just a good light tank, fast, good gun, and pretty good armor. Don't have a record of excellence on it yet though. T29, got this as soon as it came to the game. I think I bought it, or I won it from a war chest. But I got this tank because I played it on the PC version and it was really good on the PC version. On here, it's like, I don't know. T3488, my cross training tank. And first, got a mark of excellence on it. I really like this tank. I usually put my IS-4 crew in this tank and just go ham on every tank I see on the battlefield. HML T-3485, love this tank, really like the reload and armor. It's usually a fight between this tank and this tank which to drive, but I try to switch around. Guardian STG, I bought this tank because I wanted it. Really hadn't played it too much, but I like the gun. RJ 416, I've sold this once and bought it back. Very last game I had in it. It was a pretty good game. I think I'm going to work all the way through it and get the tanks I want. T-54. I already got the RJ 140. That's the other tank I sold. I sold the RJ 140. I had 23 tier jets. I sold the RJ 140. I hated the 140. Going for the 62 Alpha next. And so yeah. Really have high hopes for the 62 Alpha. Bogatir. Got this tank. I think I won it. I don't know. Got a mark of excellence on it though. Really like this tank. It's a KV. I collect KVs, as you're about to see. T-150, 2 marks of excellence. My first tank to ever get 2 marks of excellence, or my second, can't remember. My Chaffee was my first or second, can't remember. But anyway, T-150, favorite tank. One of my favorite tanks at Tier 6. KV-3, it's a KV, got a mark of excellence on it. You know, you gotta have the KV, I thought you. The Dragonaut, it's a KV. Did a tank review on it. Did a really good game in it. Liked the tank. I like this tank way better than the KV2. IS-2M. I like this tank. I somewhat like this tank. I somewhat don't like this tank. Just said 3 different things in 3 different ways. So have fun figuring out if I like this tank. Anyway, yeah. Stop it. Wolfit controller. And yeah. Glory IS-5. I used to play this tank forever. Got a mark of excellence on it. I played it as soon as I bought it. So, a little backstory on this tank. There was a Mother Russia package. There was 7 or 8 tanks in it. My clan later knew I wanted that, but I never had enough money to get it. So he gave me money to buy it. And this is the only tank I wanted in that package. The Verzilla. It's a KV. You know I'm gonna buy the KVs. I like this tank. The KV-4. So, KV-4. Really like this tank too. Got a mark of excellence on it. This is my only KV I don't have a mark of excellence on. Oh wait, I don't have one on the Dragonaut. The Gornage. Oh yeah, don't have it on the Gornage. Played this in the Monster Hunt. Monster Unleashed mode. Really fun. Just never played the Gornage. I want to. Just never played it. IS-6 Black. I like the IS-6 Black. It's one of the tanks I liked. I like it because I had it on Blitz. Very premium tank I have ever bought. And yeah. As soon as it came available, I think I traded the Object 252U for it. I think that's what happened. STI, Tier 9, right before the IS-4. Gotta have the STI. Classic. And also a mark of excellence. Now, the IS-4. My favorite tank in the game. Got 2 marks of excellence on it. Had my biggest crew out of all my tanks. And this is my favorite tier 10. I play it all the time, as you can see for the XP. And this is my most played tank. 705 Alpha. Somewhat don't like it. I somewhat like it, but somewhat don't like it. I would rather play the IS-4 than the 705 Alpha. 277. I like the 277 because it's got speed and a faster. I like the speed and it has more ammo than my IS-4, but the IS-4 beats it out on armor, reload speed, and maybe DPM. But yeah, I would rather drive my IS4 than 277. It also got a better IS4's got a better career than the 277. I do like the 277. As you can see, I'm missing a tier 10 Soviet. It's my only tier 10 Soviet tank I don't have. The IS-7. I will not get that tank. So my goal is to get every single tank in the game, but the IS-7 will be my very, very last tank I will ever get in this game, because I do not like the IS-7. Alright, so SU-76I. I bought this when it was on the store tab. A little history about this tank. This tank was on the premium store for a couple hours, and Wargamer removed it because it was too overpowered. And they nerfed it and brought it back. SU-152. I like this tank. Really fast reload. SU-101. Like the same tank. Like it. Trying to get the big gun on it. 212 Alpha. Finally got this tier 9 artillery after I've been stuck in the SU-14-2 for maybe a year. I don't know. But really haven't played it much. My favorite tier 2 by far, the V8 Type B. I have the auto-loading gun on it. Type 64. I built this tank before the light tank update. Hated it. And I got it back after the light tank update, and I love it. I love it. I've also got a micro excellence on it. Dragon. I did not have this tank during the monster hunt or thing, monster update, Halloween update thing. So I've never played the game in it. I think I won it from a war chest. Then we said 132 Alpha. Trying to get the tier 10 light tank. And yeah. Type 59. You gotta have a Type 59 because it's legendary. Makes a lot of silver, and I also got a mark excellence on this tank. T-34-3 Black. I like the tank. I played a couple of matches in it. I just never went back to play it. I want to go back and play it. I just never put equipment on it. I only play tanks if they have equipment on it. 121. This is my first 10 I have ever sold in the game, and it took me a year and a half to buy it back. Maybe 2 years. But I'm glad I bought it back because I love this tank. This tank is so fun to use. Alpine Tiger. This tank got offered to me, and I bought it as soon as I seen it was offered. Love it. The 110, trying to get the WZ1115A and the 113. Kind of want to try the 113 because everybody says it sucks, but I don't know. Next, WZ111GFT. Another tank destroyer. Tier 9. I want the tier 10. Really good armor. I like the tank. This little Japanese tier 2 thing. Got this in Wargaming World Tanks console turn 4. Put a couple of games in it. The Kehoe. I like this tank because it's a fast little tier 4 light tank that vomits around, and it's kind of little and has a good gun on it. Chiri. People say they hate this tank, but in the couple of matches I have played in it, I absolutely love it. This NG, I think I traded something in for it, but I really like the tank. Really good DPM. Been told people hate this tank, but I don't understand why. Heavy number 6. Got a mark of excellence on it. When did I get that? I like this tank. I like this tank better than 217. I don't know why, but I just like it better. Oh ho. Never played a single game in it. I want to, but never have played one in it. The Zika. Got it to train up my Czechoslovakia cruise, and that's it. PvP 5051. Really like this tank. Mark of excellence on it. And yeah, I had this tank before they nerfed it. And they nerfed it twice. I wish they would bring it back down. The Toma L60. I remember how I got this tank. I remember. Leo, I like the tank. I like the 76 on it better, but 76 runs out of shells way too quick. That's why I put the 90 on it. The 105? Is it 90 or 105? 100. 10 millimeter. 10 centimeter. No, 7.5 centimeters. Peak Victorian. I'm trying to get a marks of excellence on this. Really like this tank. The Stark. This is one of the tanks I bought. Let's see. I think I bought this tank and the Tier 6 beginning them before the Swedish tech tree got in to train up the crews. I like the tank. I sold this tank, then I bought it back. The Poodle. I've always wanted the Poodle because I love the VK32 OM. And I finally got that Poodle because it was offered to me. The 50TP PR. Got a mark of excellence on it finally. Love this tank. First got it, I hated it, and now I have it. It's pretty fun. 60TP, Tier 10 Polish heavy tank. I really like this gun. It's a mixture between the E100 and the IS-4. That's why I like it. E100's gun and the IS-4's chassis / speed / armor. P2640. It's my latest Italian tank I have, and I think I have the derp gun on it. This tank, when I first played it, I hated it. I also did a tank review on it, and now I kind of like it. The stubs. Remember, the Chaffee is one of my favorite Tier 5 tanks, and I seen a Chaffee with a derp gun on it, and I was like, I gotta get this. And this is my first mercenary tank I ever got. The Spyglass. Just look at it. It's amazing. This tank's just amazing. Has horrible gun dispersion, but who cares? Stinger. Best Tier 6 light tank in the game. Amazing. This is probably a 13105's chassis with the Chaffee turret. I don't know what the gun is, but this tank is incredible. Ramrod. Wanted the Ramrod because they had a big gun on it for a Tier 7 light tank. Tank. Got this as soon as it was offered to me because these things always kill me or take half my hit points or just destroy everything in my tank. So, yeah. Centrifuge. I let the Matilda Black Prince, so I bought this tank. I mean, not bought this tank. Went through this tank and got it because it's a Matilda Black Prince with a bigger gun on it. Needle. I think this was, I got it because it was the Panzer II JPS's chassis with a needle gun. I don't remember what the tank gun is, but wanted it. Bulwark. First time I ran into this is my mercenary with the Mark of Excellence on. Yeah, speaking. So me and Michael Landlater seeing this tank for the very first time on port. We could not penetrate it with our Tier 6 tanks. Firing premium in the front. Me and him had the same idea. We went to the Bulwark. We bought that contract out and we put it together. Destroyed a Oni. Pretty dang easy. I like the tank. Absolution. I don't remember how we got this tank, but yeah. Do I play it often? No, not really. They're kind of easy to destroy. But yeah. Slapjack. It's a short 88 millimeter. I love short 88 millimeters, so that's when I got the tank. It's also a heavy tank. The Boulder. The Boulder was in a war chest, and I won it from a war chest. Put a couple of games in it. And the Machine. First time I laid eyes on this tank, I wanted it. I wanted it. Really did. And I think that was my last tank. No, lung bomb. It's an AT2 with a derp gun on it. Who does not want that? And that was my last tank. Oh yeah, I have 73 vacant slots. 197 days of premium, 905 gold, 611,000 silver, and 4,937 for XP. So, guys, I have no idea how long this video is. Depending how long this video is depending how many parts there are going to be to this video. So, that was the tank garage, tour of my garage. So you know the tanks I have now. You're caught up, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you enjoyed this, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And also remember to slap a fish, because why would you not? And also remember to get the IS-4 because it's an amazing tank. And peace out. See ya.